How's it going, everyone? Shifty here, and today I'm back with another easy Lost Sector guide. Today I'm going to be covering the Master Quarry Lost Sector. Now, I say that this is an easy guide because I try to use loadouts that are easily obtainable, and I don't use War Mine Cell or Charged with Light mods. However, you have to remember that this is a Master Lost Sector, so the difficulty is going to depend on how high your power level is. If you're significantly under leveled, you could struggle quite a bit. In this video, I'm going to show you a full run on a Warlock, then the boss fight on a Titan and a Hunter. Before I get into my loadout for this one, if you end up enjoying the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe as well. Alright, for my Warlock run here, I went with top tree Voidwalker. On my Titan, I went with middle tree Sentinel, and on my Hunter, I went with bottom tree Night Stalker. I chose Void subclasses because Void damage is boosted by 50% in this Master Lost Sector. Then my weapon selection is the same on all three classes. For my kinetic weapon, I went with Witherhoard for the unstoppable champions and to apply breach and clear. You can get away with using some sort of kinetic grenade launcher like ignition code if you want. Then for my energy weapon, I have the solar scout rifle Pleiades Corrector. This is because the boss does have a solar shield, and I'm using this on barrier champions as well. Here you could probably get away with something like Arctic Haze or the trusty scout rifle from the Deepstone Crypt. You could even use the Vision of Confluence from the Vault of Glass. Then for my heavy weapon, I have the Tomorrow's Answer Void Rocket Launcher with Lasting Impression. This also gets that 50% damage boost. If you don't have Tomorrow's Answer, you could always use a Royal Entry, which can roll with Lasting Impression as well. Or you could also use Bad Omens, but that doesn't roll with Lasting Impression. As for my armor mods, these are also the same on all three classes, so I'm going to just show you them on my Warlock. I'll show you each piece of armor, and if you need to see anything in more detail, just pause the video. Alright, that is it for my loadout in this one. There will be live commentary to offer you tips along the way, and there will be timestamps if you want to skip to a particular part of the video. With that said, let's get into it. Right at the beginning here, I'm going to try to take out as many of these regular enemies as possible because there will be an unstoppable champion that pushes forward. When it does, I'm going to stun it and immediately rocket it. A Void Lasting Impression rocket will do a lot of damage to the champions in this Lost Sector. Void damage is boosted by 50%. At this point, you don't want to push too far forward because there will be a barrier champion somewhere in the back. What I'm going to do, Witherhoard it, break the barrier, rocket. That should be enough to take it out. From here, I'm going to shoot this barrel if I see the war beasts. That should take the war beasts out just fine. Just clear out any of the remaining adds in the room, grab any ammo that you can, and I'm going to try to place a Witherhoard right here where these newly spawned enemies are going to push forward to. They may not all come up here. Now we can move on to the next room. Right away, I'm going to kill the Scion that's waiting up here. Witherhoard near the two legionaries in the back. And I'm going to finish anything off that I can. I'm still going to wait here because the barrier champion will jump down. Here it comes. Again, Witherhoard. Break the shield. And rocket. Now, I am of the recommended power level for this Lost Sector, so my rocket will do the regular amount of damage. Back here, there's going to be enemies that spawn out of this back door. So I'm going to try to Witherhoard right next to them, rocket the unstoppable, and that should take them all out. Now we're approaching the boss room. In the boss room, I'm going to put Witherhoard beneath these three Scions right here. I may not get them all, but I'll do decent damage to all three of them. I'm going to come over to the right here, place a Witherhoard off to the right just in case enemies push, and then I'm going to go for this barrier champion up top. Again, Witherhoard, break shield, rocket. Always be looking off to your right because there will be a Scion maybe, a couple of other enemies. Right where I defeated the champion up top, there's going to be another barrier champion. So we're going to do the same process here. I may not kill this one. If enemies are shooting you over here, you can always come over to this rock. But now that the barrier champions are down, we should be safe to do whatever we want to here. I'm going to take out this nightmare. Perhaps this other nightmare. And then when those two enemies are gone, I'm going to go for the boss. Might as well throw a grenade over there. Eventually more enemies will spawn out of the store. I'm going to go ahead and super those enemies after I stun the unstoppable. I'm going to have to break the boss's shield again. I'm going to rocket it once. And Wither Horde over there. And I'm going to push forward. You don't have to head up and finish it like I did. You can always stick back if that makes you feel safer. Now we can head for the chest. That is it for my run of the Quarry Master Lost Sector on a Warlock. Now I'm going to show you just the boss fight on a Hunter and a Titan. Here we are again at the boss fight on a Titan. So again, I'm over here on the right hand side. I'm going to place a Wither Horde there. I'm going to place a Wither Horde on the barrier champion. And break the shield. Rocket. Now I want to be ready for the next barrier champion. I broke its barrier. Rocket again. And all the barrier champions are down now. I'm going to head off to the right-hand side here. I'm going to try to take out these Nightmare Legionaries. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and rocket it since it's stationary. Champions have arrived, as you may have seen. What I'm going to do is try to stun them here. Unfortunately, that one did not get stunned, so it didn't work out exactly how I wanted it to. But we'll just do that, and do the rocket. So now the boss is up top. Oh, looks like a shield break may actually take it out. Not quite, but it was close enough. Now I can actually head up for the chest. And there we are. That is the boss fight on a Titan. Now I'm going to show you the boss fight on a Hunter. Alright, I'm back at the boss fight on a Hunter. Just a Wither Horde beneath the 3 Scions. Wither Horde off to my right. I'm going to go ahead and try to get a Wither Horde on that champion. Break the barrier, then rocket. Looks like the enemies are pushing off to my right here, so I'm going to head off to the left and get ready for the next champion up top. Right barrier, rocket. Going to try to take out that Nightmare Legionary there. Let's see what I can do off over here. Another Nightmare Legionary. Alright, now all we have left is the boss to fight right now. More enemies will spawn in a little bit. And here they are. So I'm going to do that, rocket, and then super. So it looks like that was enough to clear the room out. On a Hunter, it's really easy if you use Bottom Tree Night Stalker and you get rockets and Wither Horde on that spot. So now I'm going to head for the chest. And there we have it. That was the boss fight on a Hunter, and that brings us to the end of the video. I hope that you enjoyed, and if you did, remember to like and subscribe. I just want to thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.